A few weeks later, the Sunday before my next meeting with Cardarelli, was a day I shall never forget. My wife and I and our only child, Justin, lived on a narrow, one-way residential street in a modest neighborhood, the only exception to the modesty being our pride in knowing that President Kennedy had been born on the street. Justin was about 8 or so, and quick like lightning. It was a sunny late fall day, and my neighbor and I were working together to pick up about 20 million leaves that had fallen on our respective yards from the enormous sycamore trees that lined both sides of the street. Our boys, who were the same age and in theory were supposed to be helping, were instead running around and kicking a ball through the massive leaf piles. And then it happened, the moment when my entire life came down to 2 seconds. The ball burst through the leaf piles and shot out into the street. Instantly, my son ran out to retrieve it, a knee-jerk reaction. He never saw the car, and the driver never saw the little guy darting out from between 2 parked vehicles. Bang! Justin apparently ran into the side of the moving car and was somehow bounced backward onto the strip of grass between the curb and the sidewalk. I will never, ever forget the moment when I looked down into the face of my beautiful child, my heart racing so fast it felt like it would explode out of my chest, and realized that somehow, miraculously, he was safe. He was alive. And he was even unharmed, but for what turned out to be a bruised knee. I vividly remember picking him up to carry him home, and then, for some crazy reason, I took a running dive into the center of the biggest leaf pile with him to celebrate how lucky we had been. Even in the midst of this big, rolling, leafy hug, the thought shuddered through me that my life had careened dangerously close to being just like that of the waters.